Hello everyone. Today we are looking at dependency theory. Now, first of all, we know what is the background. What is the background of dependency theory? Okay, dependency theory emerged around 1950 mainly in Latin America as a reaction to modernization theory. Dependency theory was popular in 1960 and 1970 as a criticism of modernization theory. The main propounder of dependency theory are Sir Raoul Preves, Andre Frank, Will Warren, and Swami Ramin, and many others. First of all, we know what is the meaning of dependency. What is dependency? Okay, in the simple word, dependency means we depend someone. Okay, similarly, in international relation, most weak states are economically dependent. According to dependency theory, world is existed of two type of countries. One is developed countries, another is developing countries. Means rich country and poor countries. Dependency theory say all developed countries are core country, wealthy countries, and all developing and underdeveloped countries are their periphery. Okay, core countries means rich country, wealthy country, there are industry, there are technology, there are good governance, good education system. And periphery countries means there are lack of infrastructure, there are lack of technology, they are dependent to agriculture, there are no good education system. Means core countries and periphery countries, have countries and have not countries. Okay, developed countries means all European countries and North America countries. We can see our world map, so we know all the north countries are rich country and all the south countries are poor countries. Okay, south countries means the Latin America, Africa, Asia countries are poor country. So there is now question is arise, why these countries are not developed, why these countries are still poor? In the answer this question, the modernization speakers say these countries are poor because their internal factor. Okay, weak of governance, low rate of saving. Because of low saving they are not invest, so these countries are economic are so less. Third is lack of infrastructure, lack of technology. These four internal factor are responsible why the poor countries are still become poor. Okay, modern speakers say. Then modernization speaker give solution. Okay, how this poor country become rich? They say poor countries should copy the social, political, and economical method of developed countries, so they are become wealthy countries. Okay, I will give an example. In our society also, unsuccessful people and successful people. Okay, our society what say unsuccessful people? We should copy we should follow the formula of successful people. Okay, this is the solution modern speaker say. Okay, according to mainly modern speakers say developing are not developed because of this their internal factor. Okay, now dependency theory reject that concept and say external factor also responsible. Okay, dependency theory mainly focus on what? External factors. So what is the external factor? The integration of developing countries to capitalist markets, means the merge economic in the globalization era. This is the main reason of poor country are still become poor. Okay, now we understand this. Okay, dependency theory say world is actually of two type of country. One is center, another is periphery. Center means capitalist developed countries, periphery means developing and underdeveloped countries. Okay, dependency theory say center are explored the periphery countries always. Okay, how center are explored the periphery countries always? The answer is the resources flow from a periphery to core state, means poor state to rich state. Okay, center economic based on what? Finished good, but periphery economic based on raw material. So rich country what to do? The all raw material convert in the finished good and sell it the high price, so all profit go to center country, so center become rich and periphery become poor. Okay, we know about direct exploitation. Okay, unequal exchange and unfair terms of trade. We see the unequal exchange, the inequality between the poor state and rich state. Okay, export of primary goods by developing countries and import the finished goods, and different wage structure also. This is a direct exploitation. Okay, I will give an example. During the British Raj, okay, British people used to buy a raw material from us and convert it into the finished good and sell it the high rate. Okay, so all profit go to their own country. Okay, this is called direct exploitation. Now we know about indirect exploitation. What is the indirect exploitation? Removing the economic surplus on the level of economic chain. No economic surplus is available for local. Surplus accumulation at the center. I will an example. All the multinational company, okay, Microsoft, Tata, Nokia, Google, okay, all multinational company invest in our country and take all the profit to their country. So there is no economic surplus is available for local. Okay, there is no surplus is available for local. The local are not invested in our country, so economic are not growth. Oh, okay, this so it is called indirect exploitation. Okay, we can see this is also new colonialism. Okay, according to dependency theory, without exploit they cannot maintain their level. For example, we can see our society, rich people always suppress the poor. In the same thing happen in our world. Okay, dependency theory say periphery countries cannot be moved to the center. Their exploitation by the center is an internal part of the design. It is a part of system. This system has been made in such a way that the rich become rich only by exploiting the poor. It is a static. It is a not changeable. Dependency theory say integration of developing countries, the most economic, okay, the capitalist markets in the world, it is a not beginning of progress but beginning of exploitation. If a periphery country wants to be a wealthy country, but they cannot because it is a part of a system. He is a poor, so some other nation is rich. Western countries have made this system in a such a way that they only beneficial. Okay, center always exploit of welfare. It is all about the exploitation. Okay, how the center are exploit the periphery and they are richer and the poorer are very poor. This is one type of trap. Okay, economic trap the Western made. Okay, then we are know about criticism. What is the criticism of dependency theory? Okay, dependency theory say developing countries cannot develop because they are capitalist economic or the merged economy in the globalization era. But in 1970 and 1980, development of the new industrialization countries, okay, new industrial countries like South Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong and Singapore, these countries are periphery countries, but now these countries are developed countries. Dependency theory what say? This is a static concept. Core are export the poor, so poor are poor, they want to if the periphery country want to a developed country, they cannot because this is a system. Okay, the rich become rich because they exploit the poor. But we know the Hong Kong, in the picture you also saw before and after. Okay, our country India also 1947 before and now there are many developed. Okay, this is a criticism of dependency theory. Now conclusion. Even after being the critique of this theory, you can see that this theory is relevant and also it is a very significant. We can say dependency theory have given a new perspective of look at the world. They give new concept or core and periphery type of two concept. We can easily understand the world economy. Okay, this is the conclusion. Now I will one example to understand dependency theory. We know NPT. In NPT, we can see that the country nuclear bombs were made yearly. He said that no one else can make it. We will support if you need it. So in this way, rich want to keep the poor nation in poverty. They become dependent on them. This is a trap. Okay, the rich country want to. They are dependent. So the richer are very richer. Okay,